Hi, I'm Kurt Vinson with the Bladen Journal. Welcome to the Saturday Show. This is a continuation of our series on volunteer opportunities in Bladen County. And my guest today is Bruce Cannon. He's the Missions Director with Bladen Baptist Association.
Good morning.
Welcome, Bruce. I appreciate you coming.
Thank you so much.
Before we talk about volunteer opportunities through the Bladen Baptist Association, I was wondering if you could tell me, how long has the Bladen Baptist Association been around, and what is your focus?
Since the 1800s.
Wow.
And so we've been around a long time in Bladen County, and our focus is primarily ministry, missions, helping the churches to accomplish what God has called us to do, and reaching out and meeting the needs of people.
Okay, and that's the people locally and stretching out as far as you can.
Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, and to the uttermost parts of the earth.
Great, that's interesting. What are some of the services you've been able to provide locally for folks?
We do a lot of handyman projects. We build a lot of wheelchair ramps. We repair homes. When the tornado hit, we were blessed to be one of the first responders to that. When that hit Saturday, on Sunday morning at 7 a.m., we were cutting trees. Of course, we had a lot of help. We had help from the other churches around and other groups, and so we're very grateful for the cooperation that we have in trying to meet the needs of the Bladen County people.
I know this has been a really busy year because of the tornadoes, and then you had the Day of Caring, which you were heavily involved in. And
yes.
I know in between I called your office one time and they told me you were on a roof somewhere. So you stay busy.
It was 95 degrees that day when we were on the roof, and it was a tornado victim, and I was so glad when we finished that roof project.
Right, I imagine so. How important are volunteers to the Bladen Baptist Association?
Extremely. We can't do what we do without volunteers.
Right.
We do not pay salaries for the volunteer labor that we use, of course, and therefore we're able to maximize the donations that are given to us. We can build a wheelchair ramp for $500 or $600, where if we had to hire it out, it would be over $2,000. Right. So we can take the same $2,000 and help 4 families or so, where we would just help one if we had to hire the labor.
Now, I imagine you get probably far more requests on a regular basis than is even possible to get to sometimes.
We do. We get several a week, and we have a lot of volunteers who will help us. We need more volunteers. In fact, that's my monthly request. Every time I go to a ministerial meeting, I say, please help us, because the requests come in and they're all over the county. For instance, yesterday, a young man who's 31 years of age who had a stroke has to have a ramp, and he's in the hospital up in Durham, can't come home until there's a ramp. And so we're going to try to get that this week and build the ramp. We're still in the process of making repairs for the tornado victims.
Right.
So we need help. We need anyone with any experience or no experience.
Right. Okay. What are some of the areas where volunteers can get involved? Aside from helping build ramps, I mean, I'm sure there are other things too.
There are. We're trying to mentor county school students who have lost their way somewhat. Those who have gotten behind educationally are now in trouble with their behavior in school, and that starts as early as 3rd grade. Because they've already gotten to the point where they can't keep up with their lessons, and so they're acting out. And so we mentor in the primary schools and the middle schools. We haven't gotten into the high schools with that yet, but with mentoring, you're able to do a lot of good work, and that you're able to talk to children about goals and dreams and how they can accomplish that. And so you really don't have to have a very advanced education, just some time, a willing heart, and love for children, and you can make a big difference, see a life turn around.
Sure, and we'll be talking with Valerie Newton with the school system in an upcoming show, and I'm sure she'll get into all the needs that are there, and I'm sure there are many. You probably see just a wide variety of need in this county. We
do, all the way from East Arcadia to Tar Heel, back over on the other side of Bladenboro. Yeah, everywhere. There are pockets of poverty where people are able to help themselves because of whatever circumstances, whether it's disability or age or being laid off from their work, and they just don't have the money. There are people in Bladen County who have to make the decision every month, will I purchase my groceries or will I buy my medicine?
Right.
And if that's the decision they're having to make, they can't afford to build ramps or make repairs to their homes. And so volunteers are able to do a lot of good work in showing Christ's love to people.
And I'm sure that the requests for assistance that you get aren't people that just want something. No. They really need it.
They really, yes sir, they really need it. One family we were asked to help had a hole as big as an average size office desk in their floor. And there's no doubt in my mind that family sleeps with snakes and roaches and rats and just terrible situations. And so someone coming in, helping to repair a floor or make other little repairs like that are able to make a big difference in someone's life.
Right. Now let's talk about something that's probably near and dear to your heart, since you are the Director of Missions for this group. Let's talk a little bit about missions. Tell us about what you're involved in and some of the places you can go.
In the world. The door is open in the world now. We can go anywhere in the United States. We can go into a lot of different countries. As you know, I'm part of the North Carolina Baptist Men as well, and we have partnerships with Africa, Hawaii. Everyone wants to go to Hawaii, but it's a working partnership. We've been to Alaska building churches there. We've been up into the Big Sky country of Montana, helping to advance missions there. We've been in the Appalachian area where there's a lot of poverty, helping there. We were in the Northeast when the floods came and people needed their homes cleaned out with mud, which you build up. We've been there. So there's really not any limit as to where we can go.
And what are some of the things you can do?
Anything from teaching English as the second language, going on a medical mission trip. That's one of the most rewarding, medical missions, and we can do that. We can go in and build homes, and the homes consist of just very rudimentary construction because people are living in actual little dirt homes, and so we can put a floor in a home, put a roof on a home that's dry, so they don't have rain coming through their ceiling. Just little things like that. We can help feed people, as we did in Haiti with the buckets of hope.
Okay.
And so literally anything that you want to, any skill that people have can be used for missions.
And can anybody that's interested and want to help go?
Absolutely. All they need to do is get in contact with me.
Okay.
And we have a relationship with the other counties around, so generally I can put a missions team together. If I can't get everyone I need from Bladen, I can reach out to Robinson, Columbus, Brunswick, and Cumberland and so forth, and get a good team together.
It sounds like the possibility for going on a mission trip is they happen quite often.
Endless, absolutely, often. Yeah.
That's great.
The only thing I'm waiting for are volunteers to call in.
Okay.
Once they do, we're going.
Well, that's my next question. Folks who want to help locally or even on these mission trips, how can they get a hold of you?
Call me at 862-3496 or my cell. Everyone knows in Bladen County my cell number. I get a lot of calls each month.
Right.
876-2109. But they can call and we can put the teams together.
Okay. Well, that's great information, and we hope that you get some phone calls, folks that want to help, and so you can meet these needs that are here.
Thank you so much, and thank you for helping us get the word out about missions.
Great. Well, thank you all for joining us on the Saturday show. You all have a great week.